Holy gravy train, we are live. Welcome to the Chain Dog podcast, where we talk about everything theme parks, amusement parks, coasters from all over the world. Thank you so much for joining us.
Coaster.
Or just one roller coaster.
One's fine.
Yeah. Thanks so much for joining us. If you are listening to this on podcast form, just to let you know, we do this every Wednesday. Okay, I always say this. But
What a liar.
What are you lying for?
Why are you lying for?
Yeah, most Wednesdays over on the Chain Dogs podcast official YouTube channel at 8 p.m. So yeah, come and join us, get involved in the chat. Thank you everyone who is in the chat already. But yeah, how are you all doing, everyone? We good?
Good to be back. Yeah, it's great. We've got a lot to talk about. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
So
we chose.
excited.
Oh my god. Yeah, because we didn't do last week's podcast. Then we've got stuff to catch up. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we have got lots to catch up on from last week, and also all the IAPA stuff this week, and loads of other things, as well as a main topic. So we're gonna just jump into it, I think. But yeah, so normally we'd go through all the comments and stuff, but we're just gonna jump straight into it. But we'll be reading your comments as we go. We'll keep an eye out for it. But yeah, thank you for joining us.
Questions?
So much.
Fire away.
Yes, and yes, IAPA is coming. We're just going to catch up first with closing weekend, basically.
Yeah.
So a lot was going on. When was it? Not last weekend. Weekend before.
Weekend before.
7 months.
Yeah, that's it. So first of all, we had Shockwave Last Stand. So lots of people went to Drayton Manor to bid farewell to Shockwave as we know it. Because if you didn't know, it's been converted to a sit down. Me and Joe went and did it on Friday, and then James, you went and did it. Was it a Saturday? You went. Was it Saturday?
No, that's Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, you got on the last train, didn't you?
The actual last stand.
Yeah, of course. So how was it? How was the?
Oh, he even got the t-shirt. Look at that.
Been there, got the t-shirt. But no, it was great. Not as many people went on the Sunday as I thought they would. Yeah. I think everyone was just over at Towers expecting something to happen with Nemesis.
Yeah. Oh my god, we'll get into that.
I didn't want to finish that coffee, James. Thanks.
But no, the day was great. It was really quiet, so got on like everything. Haunting Overlay was great, by the way, Sean. I really
Thank you. At least someone did it. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I tried. I'm not standing there for an hour.
The fake out was Dr. Ghostman. That annoyed me. I was like, no, they got rid of it. And then it went in.
I've heard all about it. It sounds fantastic. I can't wait to try it.
But yeah, Shockwave, it was great. They had warnings of strobe lighting. They added disco strobe lights throughout the queue. They were playing music from 94.
Yeah. Did you have to check the date then?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the year it opened.
Call him out.
Yeah.
What a shit enthusiast you are. Take the t-shirt off him. You don't deserve it.
I wasn't born when it was opened.
Give it back. Danielle,
you got
watch this. Take it off him.
Yeah.
But no, they were playing music from 94, and just the entire day was great. They had a lot of marketing going on. Few people got invited down beforehand to be on Last Train. There was online competitions as well. And in the park, they hid 4 envelopes.
That was cool.
With tickets.
I enjoyed that.
So everyone was like running around like headless chickens looking for.
What were the tickets? I missed that.
It was a ticket to be on the last
train. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, went and claimed that at Guest Services, and yeah, it was just a great event, run really well.
Yeah.
And
it was nice.
The 2 rides we got were great as well. Like they were probably the best rides I've had on it.
Probably because you knew it was going to be your last.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so gutted. Like I went on for the Halloween event, and that was the last time that I could have got there, and it went down. You know, it's down all day, and I was so gutted. So I don't. It's the same with Apocalypse. When I went to ride Apocalypse for the last time, it broke. So I get on neither. So like my last ride was like 3 months ago or something.
You'll have to just wait till like the official last day of any ride.
Can you do that?
And then
I just can't do it.
And just go.
Yeah.
I have to go when I can go. But yeah, so both of those rides, I never got my last official ride on them. But like I just said, it's nice to see them like acknowledging it and actually doing something cool. Like it's a shame, like James has said, that it wasn't really busy, but even then, it's cool of them to like do the station up and, you know, pull the nostalgic photos up and things like that. It's cool. I like it.
yeah, Ross, the graphic designer, he did a lot of cool posters to put, like, especially printed them. Well, they got them properly put on boards and stuff around.
Yeah.
So everywhere you went, it was like just
Ross's work's awesome.
It was really nice because they had quotes from loads of people talking about their first experience of Shockwave.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like all throughout the queue, you were able to read them.
We did some filming, like, just to like grab some people and interview people as they was coming off Shockwave. We did this on the Friday. And it was so funny because Danielle went and got someone to come around, and it was my old lecturer from university.
Yeah, actually.
And it was just like she came round, and like, Kate, her name was, and I was like, is that her? I didn't want to just say it because I've not seen him like over like 10 years now. But yeah, it was crazy, and I was just like, I didn't know you from Tamworth. And two, I didn't know you grew. So I didn't know you grew up with Shockwave, and you come all the way here just to like experience it one last time. So it blew my mind a little bit. But yeah, it was just nice, like hearing other people's, fond memories of it. Because for me, that was my first massive coaster. You know what I mean? Like I think I did Klondike Gold Mine. That used to be the Pimfari. Did that first because that seemed like tamer. It wasn't.
No,
but it just didn't look as big. But then, like, we'll work my way up to Shockwave. So that was my first big coaster. So, it's nice because it's a weird one because it's not going. It's a bit like Nemesis in a way. Yeah. It's like it's not going anywhere, but also it's not what it
It's not
was.
the same.
It's not the same.
It's losing its big, key feature.
Yeah. But I think, it was good. I was there last week as they took off the trains for the first time in, it probably would have been like in the 90s since the trains have always been on there. So that was really a cool experience to see them. Massive crane, because obviously it's up in the, there's not that many coasters that are the station is that high up in the air. So it's like it was a big task to get them off. So yeah, that was a really, really cool experience to see that, and quite sad actually because they just want to skip. I think they are doing something with him, but yeah, it was still sad just to see him go. But but there we go.
Yeah,
RIP. I'm looking forward to seeing its new incarnation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking Lola on it.
Just in general.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it next year. It's gonna be great.
I think it's going to be cool, and we don't really know much information in terms of like, is there going to be a new name? Is there going to be like a new theme? Obviously it's in Adventure Cove, so we're going to guess that it's going to be something. Shockwave still did kind of fit in with Adventure Cove.
Yeah,
it felt like a surf kind of thing.
What's smaller than a wave?
Stream.
Ripple.
Riptide.
Ripple.
Shock Ripple.
Pebble Dash.
Oh no. No, we're not doing that.
So Matt's saying
in the toilet.
Matt said the last ride was amazing, smooth, even on the back row. We got Bart saying, hope Efteling will do a competition like this to be the first ones to ride Dance Macabre. That would be really cool. Very exciting for next year. They're at Drayton, kind of getting 2 new coasters. That's the thing, like, there's a big lot of change going on over there. We're getting 2 new rides.
The site for the other coaster is huge. I didn't realize how big of a site
now it's all
it's huge, man. Like
it's going to be a big deal.
I'm well excited.
It's going to be a big deal. Are we considering?
It's mad though when you think about it. Sorry, I was going to say it's mad when you think about it. When you think you've got like Shockwave, you've got Drayton's new coaster, you've got Hyperia, you've got Nemesis and stuff. Like next year, it's just going to be packed full of like opening days, like,
and it's 2024 as well. So it's like it's the exact like we've got like a nice. It's just so weird how next year, we've got like it's going to be like another year of the coaster again.
Yeah.
In some way,
there's
so much going on.
I mean, they could do something if they wanted.
Yeah, they should. To be fair, keep this hype going for the theme parks in the UK.
I think if it wasn't,
people are going to be coming here now. People are going to be coming here now from other countries that probably wouldn't have come if these things weren't happening, like Hyperia and the Nemesis retrack and everything like that. And even Drayton's investments. There's going to be people that will do full trips from the US and stuff like that now because that's the kind of draw we've got with all the hype that's going on. And for Blackpool Pleasure Beach not to jump on that shows you how blind they are really to what's going on around them sometimes.
It's going to appeal as well to when you think like European or American cred.
Exactly.
Cred hunters,
yeah.
Cred hunters.
Cred hunters.
When you think like cred hunters.
New podcast coming soon.
Language.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like they're going to get a big haul of new cred. You know, it's
I think
exciting.
So, yeah, I think two things to that. Like one, I think if Valhalla hadn't been as big a job as they expected it to, they don't. I don't think they expected Valhalla to be as big a job as it ended up being and taking so long.
No.
So I think that might have pushed some things back. You know, you got to remember they're always replacing bits on Big One. So I'm just saying a little bit in defense here. And also three, like if people are coming from America, like the good thing that Blackpool has on its side is it's going to be on everyone's list if they're coming to the UK for the first time. Do you know, just for heritage rides.
True.
So I think they'll be okay in that regard. But,
I wonder how many people would actually go back though if they were coming over for the new stuff. I mean, even Legoland, like everyone's saying in there, they've got a new coaster as well.
But remember, everyone's having all these new investments for next year. If Blackpool do something on a year where everyone hasn't got these massive investments, then everyone's flocking to Blackpool. So yeah, like I don't think that might be that might be better for us as well, just to space bloody things out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose. But
I don't know. We'll see. But it's a lot of competition for Blackpool to go up against all these different Merlin projects. Do they even want to put themselves in that way? I don't know. But I think they've got a lot of things that I know over at Pleasure Beach. Judging by like whatever, I don't even know if it's, but judging by everyone's tweets about like, you know, the prices and the fact that the park is empty, a lot of days, even when on days that should be busy, because I just think it's probably going to hit them really hard in terms of the cost of living crisis and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because there seems to be like more deprived areas in the north than when you come down south a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like the south is always going to have more tourism, and yeah, hopefully it pans out. God, this is well negative, isn't it? This is
move on.
It's what's been happening. You see it across the board. I feel like Blackpool, though, just before we move on, they're reshuffling a bit as well in some areas. I feel like there's something big coming from Pleasure Beach at some point. When? I don't know, but it might be an icon moment again. I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. I really hope so.
Yeah. Right. So, anyway, let's shift over to Alton Towers. So obviously we had fireworks. I watched the fireworks. This was the first. What are you laughing at?
Just the last day of Towers.
Oh God, yeah, right, yeah.
I wasn't there for that mayhem.
I weren't even there, but it's funny.
So I saw the fireworks. So something interesting to like notice that this is the first year that first year in a long time that it's kind of all been done in house. Obviously. Pete Cliff normally does designs the firework shows. He's so busy with conductor his own business, doing all these massive projects and stuff that the Ents team have designed it. So I was really excited just to see, like, sometimes it's nice for it to like be in someone else's hands to see what else new can be brought to the table. And I've got to say, I've loved it. I thought it was very different, but also there were certain beats that were the same. So it wasn't drastically different. But I think from my perspective, what I really liked is there was a little bit of a storyline there, but you could tell that the budget had been spent on lights and fireworks this year. I think the drone stuff last year, however cool it was, like I reckon that took a lot of the budget up. But I thought, I as a whole thing, I really enjoyed the show. How about you, James? Because obviously you went and saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, that was my first Towers fireworks that I've attended, and yeah,
was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like I really enjoyed it. Like
Did
some
it
of
blow
the
your
shells that
mind?
some of the shells they used, just the sheer scale of them were
Yeah.
ridiculous. But also, like the Mutiny Bay section, they had some sort of explosion happen,
yeah,
which wasn't visible. It was just a really big bang that you felt as they were doing like cannon fire,
right.
and it definitely wasn't the speakers, because the speakers could not produce that hard of a hit of bass. But yeah, it was just like all these kind of little effects that they used throughout was really cool. And the thing that's never been in a Towers fireworks, but it has before,
The water fountain, yeah,
was actually really cool. I loved.
That's definitely been in the
that
fireworks.
for the
Who said it wasn't?
then
Did they say that they've never done that? Fucking hell.
Well,
must just forgot. They have done a lot, to be fair.
A news outlet said it was like a first of its kind to be used at fireworks for Towers.
Just probably just took it way too out of context.
I wouldn't even know. When did they use it? Have they used it loads or in the past? Or?
Not loads.
They used it, I think, for Oblivion's opening.
Yeah.
They used it as an Oblivion effect.
For in the actual fireworks show.
They had the Dark Lord on there.
Okay, so I know obviously they've used it for Lightopia loads, but
from a firework enthusiast standpoint, I didn't actually get to go. I watched the show on multiple channels in multiple different quality, and I was very impressed by it. I thought it was very good. The lighting was insane.
Yeah,
for me, the lighting was. I wish I'd been able to go. The lighting was great.
There was one moving head that really annoyed me on the side.
Oh god,
because it was constantly moving, but the rest was still. I was like,
yeah. It happens. It's a big event, isn't it?
I know
You're
it
gonna
happens,
get
but
technical. Was it having a tantrum?
It was just like
some of the shells they use ghost shells. Quite a bit more than what they normally do, which is a big. If you guys don't know, they're fucking expensive. Like they're ridiculous. To change color on a firework like that so far up and it's such a big shell, it's so expensive to do. So props to Towers for trying it. It looked great. It looked like a spectacle. It really did. I think it got overshadowed slightly by what happened afterwards.
On that last day.
Yeah. Or what didn't happen.
The pilgrimage that happened.
What was in everyone's minds? Like,
who heard it? Who said it?
Also, we went from the lawns over to Curse on the Saturday, and that was bad enough trying to move going that way.
Oh, it's bad enough getting anywhere back into the park at Towers after the fireworks. It always has been.
On the Sunday when
I want to know
in the park
who started that game of Chinese Whispers, because they need to pat themselves on the fucking back. I'm telling you, like if that was me and I'd have started that and seen what it caused, I'd be well fucking chuffed with myself. That was brilliant. I mean, it's a shame that nothing did happen, but it's
but I think the Phalanx handled it very well.
Yeah,
very in character, and basically shut everyone the fuck down.
It
is 2 minutes past, and nothing has happened.
Go
back to your fucking Twitter.
I was just wondering, because obviously, I knew nothing was happening. And I just think if people have thought about
it. And you just let people go, Sean. Well,
yeah.
Matt, how is
I'm NDA. I can't say what's happening, what is it? But I was just wondering, why. I just was thinking, obviously it's different because I knew, but I was like, why do people think they were going to spend a load of money for nothing? Why would you get loads of people in one area at a big event? Last year, it was a closing event. Obviously, nothing was. Did I think John Worley was going to walk out the station and do a forward roll like Willy Wonka?
Finally, let him out.
Oh my god, that would be amazing! I would pay to see that. That would be.
I just don't get why people would even think something was happening. But I don't know. Maybe that's just because I knew nothing was happening. But
I think it was incredible. I wasn't even there. But
Matt says apparently the walk was easier on the Sunday.
Oh, fucking hell! Wow.
Tower
Saturday
Street started it, said Joe.
Yeah, Tower Street was.
Someone's a joker in there over at Tower Street then, because
I think it's brilliant.
That was kind of the main thing. It was they posted something saying rumors are that something's happening at 8,
I just kept on seeing Michael Scott oh my god, it's happening, it's finally happening. Every enthusiast is just congregating towards
I mean, like, just due to how crowd control works, like, you have to tell, like, there has to be an official statement at any park if you're going to do something of that scale.
Especially after a grand event like the Fireworks Spectacular. Like, that's the busiest time of the year, isn't it? That's
think about, like, last year when they did the closing stuff. Like, that was told, everyone was told there's something going to happen over there. Why would they just keep something a secret?
Well, yeah, they'd say something because they want everyone to see it. It's not like would have been cool. Secret and hope someone turns up to come and have a look. You know?
What I thought would have been cool is if they held off that announcement they did a week before prior and did that at the fireworks. That would have been cool. The video that they did, or something similar to that.
No, because it would have caused a stampede up the Forbidden Valley for no reason, and plus, they had no
Valley.
Yeah. They had no screens on the lawns this year, so like there's no So everyone, please open up your phones and type in www.youtube.com.
You're laughing,
but
XYZ would, and people would put it on.
Okay, now everyone, press play now.
Big firework, boom.
Anyway, so that was that. Obviously,
incredible.
Yeah, we saw the continuation of the Nemesis story. Mr. Phalanx Man dead, maybe.
He's spitting
maybe dead.
But
he is Nemesis.
But the beast is alive. The eye opened up. It's all getting very real now.
I like the little bit at the end where it's just like, ooh, is that the new version of this music?
Yeah, it was just
it did sound different. It sounded
slower, beefier, and yeah.
Do you know what? Like with that video and just Towers, like this whole Nemesis thing in general, does it just not make you like dead glad that you're a nerd? Because like this shit gets me off. Like it turns me right on when they release because it's just like the in a nerd in me is just like, this is fucking incredible. Like the whole thing it's just too good. It's just so fucking good. I'm gonna miss it. Like when obviously it's great when it opens, but then I'm just gonna miss this like
it does like make
hype.
Like it does make you proud. Like it makes me proud when like to be a UK enthusiast. Sometimes there's not much we have to be proud of sometimes. Like when we see like all these mad coasters getting built elsewhere. Even though we're getting lots of cool stuff, don't get me wrong, but like it was just seeing people like sharing like the video of like the Phalanx story and stuff. You know, American enthusiasts being like why do none of our like parts the storyline like narrative? Like loads.
And
then
it makes me feel like so like lucky because it's like like this is incredible. Like they've never seen anything like this before. For like it's not even a new coaster. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, obviously this, and they're all just like I need to go, and it's like I feel so lucky that it's like it's an hour away from my house and I can go. Like I think it's like I could be there. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting. But there's just so much stuff happening. I also just want to say, obviously, I saw you, James, at Walsall Scare Maze because 10 minutes away, so I went and popped down. I didn't do the maze with you guys, but how did you enjoy it and that?
Yes, it was a great maze. Like theming was spectacular. The actors were great throughout. I got soaked, which was not fun considering it was cold.
Can't you stop looking that you didn't lose an eyebrow?
But yeah, oh no, Enola wasn't open, and I read the warning thing, and I was just like, yeah, fuck that.
No, it wasn't open. No, that's open at Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am well tempted to do it. Like I draw my eyebrows on, whip them both on if you want. Like I'm well tempted.
I'm gonna do it. I was gonna think I didn't know I was gonna do it. I didn't know I was gonna do it this year just because I did it last year and
do it again.
It took I've watched our shows back from like when I got my eyebrow shaved off, and it wasn't until like February it started looking normal again. Like it took so long for my eyebrow to.
It was when I come round to your house. Was it like the week after when we went to go do it? Like we all went to go do it again. I was just like, I couldn't stop staring at your eyebrow. Like obviously only one, but I was just like this. Oh god, like I couldn't stop looking at it. And it
so
take
bad.
Forever.
It took forever to go back. Yeah.
For my first time going to Walsall, it was a great maze.
But we spoke to Trixie and basically convinced me now because it's got like Enola is so different to the one I did because obviously me and Joe did the extreme version, which is just like an overlay, which is not for you can't need to get invited. It's like you have to be there on the right night and they'll just invite you to go and do it. But this is like got an actual storyline to it, so it is like the same extreme version, but like it's all purpose built to be like full on extreme and make sense, and things that are happening because it's like obviously electrodes involved and stuff like that, but that will happen in a room that it would happen in real life rather than just like in like a random room. Yeah, so it's like everything
it was like TENS machines that will be used. Nudity.
I can't wait. I love this shit. Nudity, even fucking better. Oh,
right, I
think it was nudity and then followed by scenes of sexual nature. So
even fucking better.
Well,
hold on, who's going to be nude, them or me? Because that.
Well, said that I did see a thing about. I think it's in Spain. There is a screen park that they have a maze where you are naked.
That's a horror land, isn't it? Where they make you take clothes off.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
do you know what? It's all shit for giggles. Fuck it.
Well,
I keep hanging on that. I want to do a more exciting horror maze.
Well, when I did it, I had to take my trousers off. Like they just like dominatrix come out and was just like take your trousers off.
We just like okay.
I was like, okay, yeah, we're off. Don't have to tell me.
Part of the act. It's part of the show.
I'll take my top off as well. No, keep on.
And then Santa come out with a strap on and that actually happened. That's not me even like kidding. Like that's actually what happened.
I can't wait. I'm definitely
so yeah, that's just Walsall in a nutshell. Honestly,
Walsall in general.
And the best thing is you can go party afterwards.
Yeah, like it was great doing the maze and like straight out, grab a pint, and then you're at a club. It's like
literally a club. It's very good. But yeah, that's that. So let's move on to Legoland. Actually, this is a really weird shift, isn't it? Legoland.
Yeah.
Talking about Legoland after that.
No, yeah. Well, this don't feel right, does it? So yeah, we got the confirmation today that of the new coaster that I've the name. All right, we got to make this a clip, so let's stop laughing. Let's stop getting.
All right, okay, this clip.
I've got to find it now. Yeah, so Legoland's new Dueling coaster that will be opening up for next year will actually be called Mini Figure Speedway. It's going to be, like I say, a kind of a shuttle coaster, but a dueling boomerang shuttle coastery type thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know at the minute it's going to be on the old site of what the hell is it called now? The Lego
slide.
No, the slides. Yeah, the water slides. Can't remember what it's called. The Lego.
Oh,
Lego.
Lego slides. Yeah.
Was it a Duplo thing?
No, Duplo's new, isn't it? Duplo's
Splash.
All I know is it was never open when I went. So.
Well, no, I never saw it open. But yeah, it's going to be the fastest. It's going to be the fastest coaster at Legoland. And it's really, I think it's amazing.
That's a record.
Yeah.
15 miles per hour.
Dragon Coaster is a good coaster, man.
Inside it is. Outside
it's fun. Just I always fear that I'm going to lose my hand. That's
part of the fun.
It's so small.
Well, this is dangerous, James.
Right. So
I do something to keep it spicy.
So I've got a blue side and an orange side. Yeah, that's what we get.
I just like dueling coasters in general. I'm excited, even if it just goes around in a bloody circle.
But
I'm excited.
It's two creds.
Two whole creds.
It is Sierra who's doing the manufacturing. And we've seen a lot of these similar type of coasters everywhere. But I'm just excited, like everything at Legoland, how they're going to theme it all up because they always do.
Yeah.
Mythica, like the length they went to Mythica, this is going to be really good, and it's a huge area. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we've looked at the plans on a previous show, haven't we? With that when it first got announced.
Yeah.
So
it's basically like a figure of 8 that crosses over each other,
but it drops down the hill, doesn't it?
So it goes. Yeah, so like the station's like in the middle of the hill. It will go all the way up to the mansion. Back onto the mansion and right at the top. Will come down kind of do a couple of helixes around each other, cross over, and then go back up. Obviously, we saw this like months ago with the plans and stuff.
I just know that I'm going to get stressed out with them creds. Like, it's common knowledge that like I'm not the biggest fan of Legoland, right? Because it's always fucking busy and everything's on a hill. And the fact that I got to get 2 creds, right? 2 whole queues, that is going to take me all day, man.
Emma won't like it. You'll have to walk up a bit of a hill to get on it.
Yeah, I would say it's not. Legoland's a bit of a hill. It's not a bit of a hill. It is a significant incline. The whole park.
It's not the whole park. It's just
rent out golf buggies.
It's just up to the beginning. It's just that bit. You can get the hill train.
The whole park go down. Should be travelator. You know, so like an airport travelator. Give me one of them.
I mean, you've got the longest legs out of everyone. You
could do like using them.
You could do like 5 steps and you'll be at the top of the hill.
It's got this vision of Emma having really, really, really long legs, just going.
Nothing annoys me more than Legoland and its hill. So and then the queue line is going to be on a hill. I can see it now, and the queue is going to be 5 hours long for each one of these teeny weeny kitty creds. And I'm going to do it because I want the cred, but I'm not going to be happy about it.
The music's going to be cool, I reckon.
Just going.
They always do cool music.
Quiet day
for them.
A weekday.
Oh, a weekday. It's not even
a weekday.
I can't do a weekday.
It's quieter.
You can do a weekday.
The soundtrack might be running up that hill. Imagine.
It's gonna piss me off. I gotta see already.
If we all go down on the same day, we should all just sing that while we're going up there. What's fascinating?
Mate, you should see Lola, my Lola, trying to walk next to me. Just normal pace around the shop. She sprints next to me. If she holds my hand, I'm essentially dragging her across the floor.
Emma won the Alton Towers 5K. She wasn't even taking part. She was walking at a Costa.
Yeah, a lot of people went to that, didn't they? Who didn't do a run anyway. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that was a whole. That was a bit of a thing.
I don't even know what happened there.
It's like a 97-minute queue for Wicker Man or something stupid.
It was basically like everyone was like, "Oh, it's like it's unfair that we've like completed this run and the treat is meant to be like that. There's no queues."
Yeah,
but they oversold all the spectator tickets and no one was actually watching the race. They were just waiting for the race.
Because last year the queues were quiet, weren't they? So obviously everyone's twigged onto that now and be like, it's a really fucking quiet day. So
and they were selling tickets at the gate still and stuff. It was like,
yeah, but you go to the London Marathon and go, "Where's my treat?" At the end of it. What, you know,
get a medal.
Actually, you get a medal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So I think
let me on the London Eye.
So what happened is people went and they just got a spectator ticket because they wanted to go on some rides. That's what people were mad about.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, did it take forever to get in? Like, were races postponed like a little bit long because
I think that was the main thing, and that's the thing I could understand was because. Like you all want to like start off together and stuff. Like it's like I did see that
part of the route did go out into the car park, so they weren't using the entirety of it. So it was a limited parking space.
It's really weird because obviously it's a corporate buyout day, basically.
Yeah.
So it is obviously it's not run by Towers, but they are being bought out for the day. So it's weird. It's weird though because like this is the first year I've heard of these issues. So it'd be interesting to know what went wrong there. But I do understand that like people wanting to all start at the same time because there's nothing more disheartening than going to a race and then seeing everyone walking off like they've completed it.
Yeah.
And now you've got to start it, and and then you're not running all together. Then are you? I bet this. No. Yeah. It just feels like you're going for a run by yourself.
Especially, some people have been training a lot, very hard for that as well. It might be their first race as well, and if that's experience to get, it's not great, is it?
So.
Especially if it's put on by a different, by an events company, basically, who do run.
Yeah, they do it's the run events, whatever they're called, run something. Or
got
just
legs,
I think. Got legs. Nice name. Sounds like you do a lot of races, Sean. Yeah.
I was just laughing at Gecko.
I think I get this physique.
He films a lot.
Just imagine.
I mean, to be fair, I've done more laps around Alton Towers than a lot of people probably have.
So yes.
Running around.
Where's your medal?
But you've done them in a car half.
Where's your treat?
I've got loads of treats from my work. I can start flexing if you want.
What were you saying, James, about comment?
No, Gecko Gamers comment. of Legoland's Hill if they did the cheese rolling thing that happens in
Oh,
Gloucester.
yeah.
Oh,
Down
that'd
the
be
hill.
cool. There you
Like-
go. Number one podcast with cheese and vending
Yeah.
machines. It's there.
I would. The amount of people that tagged me in a bloody soup vending machine picture this week, like at least 5 people. Like, I don't know why this week is all of a sudden exciting times for soup
We're
vending
back.
machines.
You know,
Loads of people are just coming to the realization that they exist. I'm like, I
they're
fucking
probably just
told
getting. They're probably just getting round to that episode and
Like,
realizing
that
like, how
everyone
cool
thought I was
life really
stupid
is.
for saying that was a thing, but no, everybody's seen it now. You all want soup from a vending machine.
Seaberg escalators.
IAPA.
Oh, trains.
Trains.
Choo-choo.
Trains the event.
Hashtag choo choo. So obviously IAPA is well underway now at in Florida, Orlando, the main one, and yeah, lots of announcements. Like Luke just said, it's mainly trains. Obviously some new
I'm not mad at
designs have
that.
been. Yeah, it's
Is it me or is there more trains this year than there was last?
Yeah, there's trains.
I
There's
feel
more
like
trains
there's a
than
lot
fucking
more
British
this year.
Rail at the moment. It's just like they're just all there.
But that's not bad.
No, I know.
I feel, you know what I think it is though. I think it literally is just because, like, obviously when I've been to the European ones, there's always
America.
trains, but I feel like this year there is just so much happening in the industry
Yeah.
that
sure.
it does feel like there's more trains because there's just more significant projects happening. So there is always trains, but you just don't really. They're just never like the highlight because it's just the nature of what these represent. I mean, you got Top Thrill drag. I was going to say tourist. Top Thrill dragster
That's
trains.
me.
You've got obviously got Falcons Flight. We have gravy trains.
Good gravy
big
train.
one,
Gravy train.
And one that I haven't seen yet. You guys are going to show me this for the
I am.
first
I'm gonna
time.
show some pictures in a minute. But yeah,
I want Luke's first reaction to this.
Yeah.
I want to see this. I haven't seen it. But what I think is funny is that Fort Park got rid of Angry Birds Land, and they basically
Yes, that was
IAPA stole the
Birds.
theme in the IP instantly. Like, have you seen
the
entrance play?
funniest thing is they are now gonna release like a massive Angry Birds game that's gonna be like the biggest game of the last decade, and they've just lost the IP. Can you imagine?
Wow.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm saying it now.
Emma is apparently now 400 feet tall. No wonder she walked so fast.
Not far off.
All right, let's go through some IAPA stuff then. So this is
Here we go.
Coaster 101. So go check out they do a good recap of each
It's
day.
like a bobsleigh.
So yeah, let's start
I
with
did think that when I
Top
first
Thrill
saw it.
2.
I was thinking Cool Runnings.
It looks like Cool Runnings. It's like a bobsleigh.
So just for context, we're looking at Top Thrill 2 train, which I don't hate it. It's a really nice looking train. I mean, it's a nice looking train, but it's like it's nothing special, is it? Like it's not like
No, it doesn't blow you away, does it?
The contrast of that with the track will look awesome. When it's
I
on
think
there.
I think when it comes together, it will look
Yeah.
Ain't
nice.
each train a different colour and all? Did I hear that right?
Well, that's just ruined my idea.
I'm
Contrast will
sure
look great with the
someone
blue.
said that each train's a different colour.
Yeah, probably will be.
Yeah,
I might be lying.
We don't have
but I'm
it
sure I
here,
read
but
it somewhere.
probably
the
blue
side
and red
showing the
with red and
wheels.
blue. Oh yeah,
Wheels
Massive
on that
wheels.
train are ridiculous.
they are huge.
Yeah. But I think this is just like
Apparently
kind
there
of.
are 3 colours.
Yeah,
Oh, there is.
And a
Okay.
cheese
right, I
car.
weren't making that up.
But I think my reaction to this when I saw it was literally just like, cool.
Yeah.
It is
Wasn't
like,
anything-
okay.
And it's really sad just because like, it is a significant coaster, but I just really struggling to get excited about it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm the same. And I've got a feeling that front part of the train is going to vibrate like hell. I don't know
very
why.
long, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Ben
No,
says it looks like
obviously-
something that's used in an Aquafresh advert. And I could
No,
see
we
it.
already had that one from Air Force 2.
Harry Force. Well,
Yeah.
Air
Colgate
Force
the
1.
ride.
Harry Force 2.
Harry Force 2 coming.
Already. So this is from Coaster Force. I'll share this tab instead. There we go. Is this
Whoa.
what you're on about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
the
the
size of them Them running wheels. It's just
They are massive.
ridiculous.
Remind me of a colander.
Look at that! It's ridiculous. Yeah, it looks like
when it's close up on them,
stole
they
all
don't
the
look
big
too-
pans
too
from Owen
extreme.
Bargains.
And then that. It's just
It does
It's
look really
hefty, that, isn't it?
quite silly, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
also
looks like
the amount
proportion.
of weight reduction that they've done throughout the entire train. Like
yeah.
throughout
this
the
is just
entire...
this is to get it
Sure.
over, isn't it? That's literally why
I don't like the spoiler at the back. I don't think that's needed.
Well, didn't the original train have a spoiler?
I think it did.
Wait, is it actually going to be that short?
I feel like they've cut out a couple.
No, surely
Can't
not.
be.
Surely
Yeah.
not.
Surely not.
It's not going to be that short, is it?
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even twig until I just.
I
looked
swear
at it
they
then.
announced what the capacity was of it before.
Someone do it.
Maybe.
Someone look into it.
Ben says I'm going to put spaghetti through that.
Don't ask me to do 2 jobs at once.
I'm looking.
Yeah, no,
Googling
surely
on
they're
it.
longer than that. Otherwise, throughput's going to be stupid.
So, new trains for Comet at Hershey Park. Okay.
I love these. I think they look dead good.
They do
I
look
You
like
don't
good.
think?
the art
No,
style.
they look nice.
good. They look good. It's just a really like it's kind of just a
Is it a
standard. I mean, I've done this
PTC?
coaster. It's a standard coaster. It's all
Is it
right.
A
Nothing-
PTC train that. Is that a new one?
Cars
Yeah.
per train will be 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Right.
Okay,
Okay. That
that's
makes more
fine.
sense. But yeah, it's just like I think
I
it,
quite like
it
it.
was
It's
it
cute.
was needed. It was definitely needed to have new trains. That was something that like
It had
I
buzz
remember
bars
was very-
before, right?
It's
yeah,
pleasantly
it
old
did,
school.
yeah.
That pleasantly old school. I like it.
Yeah. I like
But-
it. It's kept its charm.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's that. It is not. I think it's nice, at least, of like there's some kind of depth to it where it's not just a vine on the front. They've got some like letters there and stuff.
Yeah,
it
it
looks
looks
decent.
SpongeBob.
It's got
Sally
Dark
Dark.
Animal, right?
That
Yeah,
is an
Sally
amazing
Dark rides.
animatronic.
It's a really cool dark ride.
And welcome to Mr. Krabs'
Audio.
Carnival Game.
Can you hear the audio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just yeah.
And congratulations.
You don't really need to hear the audio. Yeah,
So buy a ticket and have fun.
Sally Dark rides.
Really good animatronics frighten me. They just do. Like I've never been through this before. I've got the whole robot situation.
Oh,
but
speaking of, did
really-
you see Frozen? Thing
Without the faces?
The face- that was horrifying.
the screens went off for the projects. Oh,
that was up
brutal.
there with the Blackpool Avalanche Bears with no faces.
oh,
was-
yeah. Jeez, there it was. Yeah.
It
Anyway,
was nightmare fuel. I saw that.
Back-
I think it
back
was
to our
yesterday.
regular
Sorry.
scheduling. So we're looking. But yeah, if you haven't seen that, check it out.
we got Penguin Treks.
I'm looking forward to this because I get to
yeah,
ride this next year.
B&M.
It looks really good. It's so different for B&M.
Comfy train.
It's class. I like it.
I
It
just
looks
like it.
comfy,
It's
doesn't
got it's just really looks really smart. I really like it. And so I don't know. I've just not been really keeping up with B&M that much. But like like these seats just look the restraints and stuff. Like they really like Intamin have really influenced the industry, haven't they? Really?
Oh,
if you
yeah.
think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
Intamin
is the
and Mark.
first time B&M are doing this style of
It is, isn't it?
lap bar.
So
I like it.
that's what I thought. So when I looked at it straight away, my first thought was like, "Oh, Intamin." Oh, it's not Intamin train. It's
Yeah, legit. That's what I felt like. I was like,
just the fact that the seats are so high up as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
seats are high
Well,
up.
James said something interesting when we were talking. Tell him what you said about the train itself.
I've noticed it now. I know what it
Yeah.
actually is. So
Right.
the skis look like they have shock absorbers. And when I first looked, there's like a close up of the wheels, and there's 2 smaller wheels on the bottom of the skis. I was just like, oh, are they gonna have like them able to move with like a separate track? No, they are the storage wheels.
Oh,
They are the wheels that it uses for going onto the storage track
that
instead.
makes sense. Right.
It's just
Not
the
as
way
exciting as your first thought. Never mind.
No,
No.
it looked like they were going to have the skis articulate, but no,
It could
it's
still
not.
move though. Like, could get a little
It
bit.
could
of movement.
move. It's
It's a
very
smart
odd the
train,
amount of
though.
structure they have there. for them
Yeah, it's a smart train. I like it.
Not to move.
I'm looking forward to this because it's a family coaster after Icebreaker. It's needed at SeaWorld, 100%.
Hmm.
And the fact that it goes through penguins through the enclosure at the end.
well, and
that's
surf
mega.
coaster.
Oh yeah, surf coaster. Yeah, but this is aimed at even more family.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's not intense.
Yeah.
Interminish train on B&M track, basically Penguin Shockwave.
Giovanola 24.
Love it.
So next up we have the one, the only. You know what it is.
It's the
Gravy train.
Round of applause for the gravy train.
I love.
Let me find
Although,
another better photo.
The gravy looks
a bit like
Gravy looks
shit.
questionable. It looks like bum gravy of all the
Bum
gravies.
gravy.
Also, I love the fact that not the front train, but the second one has a door.
Yeah, has
They
a
have
door.
to have doors to get into the train.
Oh, it's just exciting. Like as a northerner, like it's fucking so exciting to have a
Stick Aunt
gravy
Betty's on side and
coaster.
it's sold.
Like Holiday World is like my top bucket list park with my top bucket list coaster, but this has just made it more like
It's just so fun. So unique.
Yeah, it's
they
great.
couldn't have picked a better theme.
Look at
than
that.
bum gravy.
Yeah, that gravy is a.
You just think anything brown looks like poo. Like, I don't get
That
it.
does. It's
Don't
the
tell
colour
me that doesn't look
brown.
like
It just looks like
poo.
gravy.
It
No,
does
if you
look
didn't know
like
the
gravy.
theme of that train, you'd be like, "Is that a basin with poo?"
It's a bidet.
Be very
It is a bit
fancy or
poopy. I
ornate
admit
one.
it. It's a bit poopy.
I mean, my poo.
Ben says it looks
unless
like
I'm
the
ill.
wheat gravy
Unless
my
I'm
dad
ill, it
used to
don't
make
look like
when I
that,
was
mate.
cooking.
Well, bum gravy is only when you're ill.
That's a good point. You got a point.
Don't have it every day.
Don't
if you do, you've got a problem.
don't let her have a. Yeah, she ain't got a point.
He's already said it now. He can't take it back.
Everyone put shit emojis in the chat.
I just think it's so funny how you've got all these like serious looking trains. and then
It's so
just
brave,
like-
isn't
And then they now it's just like
The most hype for the gravy train.
Yeah.
what was quite funny though, I saw the video of them revealing it and everyone just seemed so underwhelmed. It was just like a
You know, though, if it was British people at that unveiling, we'd all be
Yeah.
like,
Do you know what would have been better if they actually got the family from the commercial they shot to be sat in the train when they unveiled it?
That's some good gravy.
I just don't think American people appreciate gravy as much as British people. So
No.
It depends what
lost, innit?
from, because like
Yeah.
that for the country that they're all about that. A gravy with everything. It's like the North.
Ugh, I fucking love gravy.
Gravy's mint.
RMC, Silver Dollar City unveiled the pumper
These
wagons
look
for
so
Fire in the Hole.
No,
This
I
is the
do.
one. This is the one I was looking forward to seeing, and yeah, it looks exactly like I wanted it to.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's nice.
I think it
It's
looks
different
amazing.
from the usual RMC train as well. It's
I think it's
It is, but it's
family,
n-
isn't it?
It is, but it's not. It's still got that weird seat configuration. The way it does. You can tell it's an RMC. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's got that weird thing about it. I don't know what it is, but you can tell. The
It just
shaping,
looked-
maybe.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's like if you took the them lap bars off and put shin guards on it, it would look like an actual RMC train.
Yeah,
But no, it's cool. It'll look
I
nice
think-
in the station with the right theming around it. It'll look awesome.
yeah.
I would like the ornate bits to be a little bit more 3D and stuff. That's the only thing, but
Are they not? Is it just
that would
painted?
be cool.
they're just like
They look-
vinyl, I think.
Vinyl,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
textured.
so but it still looks really cool, and I think in
It's like this-
context of the ride, it's going to look really, really good.
Plenty of room in there, isn't there, on that train? That's what one of the main things.
It's
is.
just they just don't do comfort, do they? RMC.
No.
Like no, here's like
No.
a completely vertical back to your seat.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I
You ain't
think
allowed to
that's what
slouch
it
on
is.
RMCs.
We're not going to
Yeah.
give you we're not going to give you a curve for no. Just sit there.
No, that lap bar's going to sit awkwardly on your lap.
They've
Oh,
put
yeah,
a
it's
bit
the
of
Church of
fabric at the
RMC.
back. You can put your arm around it, but it's not, Yeah.
You're not meant to enjoy this. But I do like the trains though. So we
Oof.
have a Falcons flight.
This train.
Mm.
But
So
So
impressive.
with this, at first, because they had it covered, I thought the eye was painted on the covering.
Was it a light?
It was actually the
was
light.
the light.
shining
Oh, was
through
it the light
cover.
underneath? I thought it
Yeah.
was projection.
I thought it was painted onto the actual cover, but no, it was the light from the train itself. I was like,
It's
Oh,
a
I thought
very
it was
impressive
projected on.
design. This whole coaster's
It's
nuts.
very unique.
It's very sleek.
It's the front car. the front of it though is just because it tapers down so much. Just that entire bogie is just so exposed though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I wonder if there'll be. No, that is the Zero car, isn't it? It's got the windshield on it. Yeah. No.
Well, no. Every car has windshield.
Oh right. Got windscreen wipers
animation.
As well.
So I have got some pictures that Mikhail, because Mikhail is currently there.
Shout out Mikhail.
Yeah, he sent us some of his
photos.
Ooh,
I've just noticed the lights are different colour on the side, so it changes.
Oh yeah, down there.
So,
it changes, yeah.
I think it was like 20 something lights per car that are fully customizable.
Oh,
because
I'll never ride it.
Because in the desert, you need more light. That's one thing you need more light.
Yeah.
At night time.
Well, to be fair,
it's gonna be open
the park will be open majority nighttime.
Yeah, it'll be like 4.
Colder, in it.
Because of how hot it is, they can only really do evening.
Is anybody like on agreement with me about this coaster that until like it's been running for a while, like you just don't believe it? Still.
There he is.
No. I see stats and I see photos.
Hey.
Oh. But like I just see it, and every time I see something new about it, I just go, it just sounds illegal.
It's not.
It's
not
even if I see it running round, I feel like it's gonna last like tops a week before it just breaks.
I don't know.
SBNO forever.
I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it on Twitter, but I agree completely. The fact that they're building like the longest, tallest, and fastest coaster in the world in a park that no one's going to go to.
No.
It's just like, it's kind of a downer in a way, because it's like, it's just the likelihood of like me going there, like it's so
it's not even
like I'm not
in
even
a place where you go, okay, for example, like Poland, right, when they were building Energylandia and shit, not a lot of people went to Energylandia at first until they started building like Hyperion and shit like that. But this isn't, it's just a completely different thing. It's like nobody in a million years, if I had the money and I was like, where am I going to go? I'm not going there.
Well, yeah, but you go to Poland, and there is actually quite a lot of stuff to do there, except for the theme parks and stuff. But like when you go to a lot of these places out here, it's just like in the middle of nowhere. It's all just brand. It's like it's all like brand new complexes that could be anywhere other in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no there's nothing like drawing me there except for a theme park. And sometimes I'm like, I kind of want to go somewhere that like has all the things to do as well.
They're treating the theme parks like the way the outlets have the fairs next to them in the UK. That's what they're treating.
I just feel like there's a million other places I'd rather visit first before this place, even though it's got this record-breaking, insane fucking roller coaster.
Can't believe it's a Six Flags park as well. That's mental.
And I mean, I don't want to get into politics and shit like that. But,
nah,
it doesn't hold the most appeal. Does it?
No.
So it's
it's not even. I wouldn't even say it's politics, is it? It's just the fact that there's a large part of the population who would not feel comfortable going here.
No, exactly.
Just because like who they are as a person is criminalized to the point of like death penalty and stuff. So it's not. It
seems like a waste. It just seems like a waste.
It's not where it is. It's not a waste because if they can do it there, they can do it anywhere. So
but I don't think they can, but that's the thing. Like, what's going to be the push?
Oh, the budget.
Another place.
Budget, budget's the thing.
No, but it's like, what is going to be the push now? Like, who's going to want to? What is the point in trying to beat this record now?
Right. Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that Intamin have give it a go, so they know what they can do. It's like almost like a bit of a test place for it. So they know how far they can go with extreme designs, and this is very extreme. And with what they're doing,
it doesn't seem right, does it?
That's the thing. The way that it's been built as well, you need the extreme terrain to match it.
Yeah, that's very true.
The only way they're getting to that height record is by having
we just get up Matt's
launch up onto a mountain, and then they're diving off of the mountain and launching.
Oh my god! Yeah, we will. Yeah. That's a great comment.
So. I like Matt's comment.
So Matt said, "I'm going to wait until it's SBNO removed and purchased by Flamingo Land."
It's going to replace the Lost River ride, which has been absolutely demolished out of nowhere.
They're now theming it around Lacoste.
Here's the wrecking ball. Goodbye ride. That was weird, wasn't it? Flamingo Land was just like, we'll get rid of this. Everyone's getting rid of water rides. Let's get rid of ours.
Anyway, move on.
Yeah, I think it's just annoying for me because I'm just like, what is these records will not be beat in a long time, and it kind of just takes the fun out of it a little bit in terms of like, parts competing, and then they've just gone like, let's just go all out because we can, and then it's just I don't know, it's one of them.
I have to move 3 caravans.
So that's Falcon's Flight. Beautiful trains.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Oh,
this is what I want to talk about.
Luke, what's your reaction?
What the fuck? Someone stole half the River Caves theme and stuck it on a train. What the hell?
Honest to God, Sean sent me this photo earlier. We had this whole conversation, and it was the funniest conversation I've had in ages. Because we both were like, "What is that?
What is happening?
Why have they done that?"
The main comments we had in our chat was, "Why does it look so wet?"
It does look very damp, doesn't it? It just looks very.
Looks like it's just got out of the lake and it's about to pounce on you. It's weird.
It's like Wildcat's Revenge's crackhead cousin, the Bobcat. Why does it look like that?
I know.
It looks fucking stupid.
It looks so dumb.
And it's sat on a cow pat. It looks ridiculous.
It looks like the shit from Jurassic Park, doesn't it?
Why are we pushing a boulder around?
Well, this is what I was saying. It's like most. I'm not saying every coaster has to have like a narrative or anything, but most of the time it's like, Falcon's Flight. You're on a bird. Yeah, you're on some kind of animal. You're flying. You're doing something. This is just like you're a boulder.
You are a boulder and you're an angry bobcat.
Yeah. But
I wouldn't put any trust in that. If I had to escape from somewhere, like in this bobcat, like I wouldn't put any faith in that bobcat looking like that. Not in a fucking
Bobcats don't look anything like that. They're cute. they
just look like
normal cats, just
not the ones that comes out of turd. This is a dangerous bobcat.
I said to Sean earlier, I was like, that nose car looks like something that Lola would make out of paper mache. It looks ridiculous.
Lola.
It doesn't look very aerodynamic either, does it?
I said the same thing I said about Wildcat as well. It looks like, you can get wind chimes and stuff like that in like Blackpool and stuff, and, like novelty shops.
Nemesis
it looks
now.
Like you could line these up and they'd just be their own like little ornaments. Like
I just need to know why it is on a boulder. Like, why not just
I do like the logo. I know it's like
that's
the logo.
The logo is sick.
No.
You could have just put that on like a standard train. That logo would be cool. Just black and yellow train. That would be mega. But
it does. I think you said it. You said it earlier, Emma. But it looks like something that your child brings home from school.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that looks really good. And you put it on the shelf.
That's nice.
Yeah. Out of paper mache.
Yeah. Well,
I just think. I mean, obviously, Dom in the chat has said he thinks it looks beautiful.
Nah. It's personal opinion, but
yeah, it's personal opinion.
Everyone has their opinion.
I just think it looks.
I just wouldn't buy like one of them weird
what's
gothic
happening
dragon
with the
statues from
on the
shop,
right?
but...
Like it looks like it's melting.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
It hasn't actually set yet.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's a weird choice, but
I want to see the art they used for inspiration from that. That's what I want to see.
So this is
that is cool. Look at the little engines. That'll be like, it's so cool.
I really like
this
that
train. The Hot Wheels train is so cool.
Oof.
Also, the fact that the side stops are on the inside of the track instead.
Yeah, you did mention
so
that.
it gives you proper just the Hot Wheels wheels alone on the outside of the track, and it looks really cool.
You can see the tires.
Yeah.
Have we got a side on?
I'm gonna have a look. I'm going to have a look.
I believe Coaster Force did share.
This is a back row coaster for sure.
One
being front row, seeing that Bobcat for X minutes. Never had a better laugh riding a coaster.
You'll just see its head going like.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
No, I can't find it. I can't find the side on the shop. I can find a California Coasters shared this.
There you go. That kind of shows
you can
off
see a
the
little
side.
bit.
Yeah, but you can see how big the tire is. You wouldn't actually, from some angles of the ride, like normally cars that actually are cars, you can see the wheels underneath really easily. This one, I feel like it will look a little bit.
It looks quite hidden.
And they've used the Hot Wheels track color for the actual track.
Yeah, so it's going to be orange. Yeah,
yeah, so nice, so cool. I like it.
I like this artwork as well.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's sick.
That is really good.
And this whole Mattel Adventure Park just looks cool, man. Like all these different like IPs from Mattel. So you're gonna have like Hot Wheels and Barbie in the same park. Like it's gonna be a winner, I think.
Oh yeah, look, if you look at the loop, that you can see the tires. And I know it's marketing, but like that's kind of what it's gonna look like. Like it is actually racing. It's doing a very similar layout as well to the actual launching racetracks you can buy.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's was there anything else from today? I can't remember.
Oh, there was one more train. Gravity, or was it? The really nice blue and white one with the wood trim.
Oh yeah,
yes. Colossus.
Colossus.
That was it.
Yeah.
Need to show that train because that is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really nice
I love that train.
Oh
just
yeah,
that.
Nice. Oh, that is nice.
It's so sleek and just.
It's really it really looks
so classy.
It's very elegant.
Yeah,
it gives me it does give me like living room TV unit vibes though.
Well, it's been designed by that, hasn't it?
What, by a TV unit?
Yeah, like IKEA. It does. Yeah, no, I like it. It's. I don't know. Actually,
it's fresh. It's nice.
I don't know. I don't think it floats my boat.
You should go. You come from one into the other now, haven't you?
No, I do. I like.
I
it.
really like it.
Looks stylish.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Art Deco. There you go, Ben. That's the one we were looking for.
I would say I don't know if it's Art Deco. I think it kind of looks like
Ben, you're wrong.
what I imagine
it
kind of it's what I imagine a pew in a Scientology church to look like.
I just.
Way to go and get a whole community after us, Sean. Cheers, bro.
Don't anger the Scientologists.
It turns out someone actually tags us in a Twitter post. That is what it's
Tom
like.
Cruise will come for us.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Right. I'm 9 foot taller than him. It'd be all
right. He'll beat him.
No, I don't like it.
He'll beat him up the hill. It'd be right.
What's wrong with it?
No, I don't like it. It's too.
I really like it.
There's not enough to it, and what there is to it is boring.
It's because there's not people in it. Imagine it's a person in it.
I don't care for people, but it's like this.
I want to see it's a full train.
Boring.
I want to see it's a full train. I like it. The contrast would be cool.
Yeah, Ben's saying, I wonder if that's real wood. It does look.
Yeah, it looks like real wood to me.
Real wood.
Yeah,
boring.
I think that's what makes it stand out a bit.
Yeah. Who is it by? Is it by GCI?
Titan. It was Titan Track.
Yeah, because that's Titan Track. That's Titan Track.
Yeah, that. What we were saying that in the chat the other day.
That's definitely Titan Track. Yeah. It's just very. It looks very.
Tom Cruise has left the chat.
Do anyone remember that when he got squirted in the face with that microphone? Do you remember that clip? Do you remember
Wait, what? I don't remember this. I've
You're a jackass. You're a jackass.
Yeah.
No, you're a jackass. Do you remember Balls of Steel?
Yeah.
And then like they did the thing where they squirted. They had like interviewing you, celebrities, and they just squirt you in the face with the microphone. It's a water gun.
Yeah, they did it on the red carpets as well, didn't they? Like,
yeah, they did. Yeah, that's where Tom really
this is on
went
the red
down.
carpet. This one.
Yeah, it's like on a red carpet, and then like he just loses. It's just the funniest thing. But the guy who did it, he's just like, so sorry, sir. So sorry. Just like, own it, mate. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's great. Tom Cruise in the face. Many people can say that.
I fucking can't. I can't stand Tom Cruise. I just can't. I just gets on my tits. Fucking, I hate him.
I like him as an actor.
Why would you do that?
I like him as a person.
Why would you do that?
I don't like him as an actor, and I don't like him as a person. He's got one of them faces.
Yeah. That's like Baz just said. Shame that the Balls of Steel guy went to GB News. So the guy who used to do that show. He's now on GB News.
Frankie, I forgot about that bit.
Fancy a bomb?
Weird programs, man.
Anyway, right. We've got it's 9:10. Nearly 9:10.
We're gonna hit
topic. So we're gonna talk about are resort hotels worth it?
Yes.
I'm gonna say depends which one. Done.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
It depends on which one.
Well,
it does. I'd say like if you start in the UK, obviously there's a lot of different options. It's a lot of different options. Like for example, like don't get me wrong, like I wouldn't really spend the money. This is be a very rare chance that I'd spend my money on like Alton Towers Hotel, even though I think it's a decent hotel. But like it's not aimed at me, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas I actually really like Big Blue Hotel in Blackpool. And it's nice, expensive.
But I can't be asked with the walk.
The walk is annoying, but
that's what spoils it for me.
I just love the view of the theme park, and I just really like it. I like the breakfast, and
yeah, for me, that's what I'd pay for. Like, obviously, you have to request the room or pay for it in the Boulevard.
For me, when we're staying
that's what I'd stay there for.
Because when we stay at Big Blue, we're always going through the hotel entrance. Mm-hmm. That like it's only open for an hour, which is really stupid. It should be open all day. Personally,
does it not annoy you at park close though, where you've got
because like every time we leave the park, we do the same thing. We normally go to Wetherspoons, and then we'll go there, and then we'll like walk down. Honestly, it isn't that big of a when you compare it to like getting a place at Velvet Coaster. Most people get a hotel around Velvet Coaster. It's exactly the same walk.
Yeah, and then it isn't.
No, it is.
Oh,
it literally is. The walk from Velvet Coaster to Pleasure Beach is the same walk from Pleasure Beach's gates to Big Blue.
Velvet Coaster to Pleasure Beach is like a 2-minute walk. I used to smoke,
for you.
I used to measure walking distance.
Oh yeah,
on how many cigarettes I would smoke. Pleasure Beach to Velvet Coaster is a 3/4 of a cigarette walk. Pleasure Beach to Big Blue Hotel is sometimes a 2-cigarette, depending on how fast you're walking. Don't give you that.
Jesus Christ.
I once got a taxi from Big Blue to Wetherspoons.
The point you're proving is that you're just very unhealthy.
Sorry, you got a taxi from Big Blue to
from Big Blue to Wetherspoons.
That's overkill. That's not that big a walk. Well,
I was on my own. It was dark. And
but that's different.
I was
all right.
Cold, and
but
that's your. So you're doing. And I'd spend that £3 again.
What did you get?
I'll have to measure it out, but it's not that. But it's not that big. It's really close.
Opening day, you both need to get a meter.
One of their wheels that plays every meter,
and we'll find out. Whoever gets closest in the chat can win some. We'll do a giveaway.
Right.
Do a Top Gear challenge.
Top Gear challenge, yeah. Let's do it. No, let's literally do that. I'll provide the meter wheel. I want to see.
Mate, Velvet Coaster, I'm telling you.
Just go on Google Maps.
It feels about
it wouldn't cost me £3 in a taxi from Pleasure Beach to Velvet Coaster, would it? No. I wouldn't get any taxi from there to there.
It would. It would be the minimum charge.
Minimum charge.
Anyway, what I'm saying is,
yes,
I don't do it that often, but when we do go there, we do like to go Big Blue just because it is a nicer experience overall.
Yeah.
However, like if it's like Alton Towers, it's very expensive, but I feel like Alton Towers is worth it if you're a family, because when you're doing it between the both of you, where you price it up as like you don't go. Me and Joe don't go. Oh, we half this. You know what I mean? We pay it together. But I think as when you're doing it as a family. It's a bit different, and you do
a group of friends when we do a group of mates.
With us, it's not as bad.
It's like 30 odd quid each. Like it turns out to be, it's great. So
and there's no
like 4 of you.
Yeah, we always do. Yeah,
and there's no other option, is there really? Unless you want to go outside the park.
Well, that's the problem.
Utox is all right, but one of you has to drive because getting Ubers from Utox is no.
Yeah.
It's not been so bad this year with being able to drive, but
yeah,
that's the thing then. Because I'm having to drive, it's like I can't really enjoy and have a drink at the park.
Yeah, so
whereas
staying
if I stay
over
at Towers,
yeah,
actually have a drink at the park.
Yeah,
and just go back to the hotel.
Yeah,
but I think all resort hotels should be an experience, like Charles Lindbergh. and that
So,
sets the bar so high.
You've dropped the big CL there.
I know. I was hoping to work up to this, but Hotel Gold River is a win-win in every sense because it actually works out when you actually calculate the value you get in that. It is actually cheaper than doing it else. I mean, you can get it. You could get it probably a fraction cheaper if you didn't care about the fast passage that you get including it. But then your breakfast and your meal, and the fact that you get to just be in and around Rookburg, which is like, you know, that can't really put money on that in a way, in my opinion.
No,
that's like one of my best memories of the last trip we went there. Was just like walking around.
It was so good,
and just seeing
like 11 o'clock at night, just music playing and just exploring the area.
But it's just like the perfect way. It's a perfect way to experience like that. For me, was to experience that area for the first time.
Yeah,
be like just walking in through the hotel entrance and then like you being in that.
Yeah, look, like that's the thing that I've said to people. It's like, if you go to the park normally for Rookburg, you get the nice, amazing portal reveal with the track there right in front of you. But the reveal that you get from the hotel as well, because until you get out towards them stairs, everything's like, I'm having to peek through little windows.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of opens up. So it is a really
that
nice...
miserable security guard who always checks your ticket.
Hey, when I was there last time, he wasn't miserable. It was a really nice old chap. It was lovely.
Yeah, I think we had that same old guy because like he was like so passionate and he was like telling us everything about the park.
My experience of staying at Charles Lindbergh has made me want to try the other hotels as well at Phantasialand, and I know it's not going to be the same. Obviously, inside of Become Fly.
We've done Hotel Lingbao, and that's incredible. I love that place. So
nice.
I was gutted that we didn't like when we went there. We didn't book early enough to go into the restaurant, but apparently it's like a Chinese buffet, which is like right up my street. Like I'll always have a Chinese buffet. But then we went, but instead we went to Hotel Matamba, and their African, it's like an African restaurant. It's it's pretty authentic. If you obviously we don't eat meat, but if you do, you can try loads of different types of meats there that they'll fry up in front of you and stuff. And it's really expensive. Don't get me wrong; it is really, really expensive. But it's like that gave us a little taster of what the actual hotel there is like, and that's a really nice hotel as well. That's the thing with Phantasialand. All the hotels you can't like lose really.
Yeah,
and you can sweet talk them into giving you fast passes.
Yeah, quite easily.
And it's very easy to get fast passes from the reception.
Best part about it now. Before, booking was very awkward and you had to do a bank transfer.
Oh, yeah.
Praise the Lord, they've come up with the times now, and you can do a card payment online finally. And it is the preferred option.
Super Bart, if you want to check out the vlog that we did a 3-day vlog of Phantasialand, including Charles Lindbergh, everything in there. Go check that out, because we went really in depth for that. It's
when you break down the cost of everything you get, Charles Lindbergh.
I think that's what swung it for me. Like, whenever I've done Phantasialand in the past, I've stayed off site and stuff. But I want to take Finley soon, and I just think Charles Lindbergh's just when you factor in the breakfast and the evening meal and the park tickets, really you're not paying a lot.
And your Fly Fast Pass, which you can't buy.
Yeah. So I just think, you kind of look at it and you go, oh, it does look a bit pricey, but when you, like I say, when you break it down.
The actual cost of the room works out to about €90 for the night.
It's not a lot, really, and the theming and the views and all that.
It's just
on top.
Yeah,
it's walking around it.
Experience, definitely.
Just walking around it at night when everything's closed. Even when you come back in from being out in Rookburg at night, you can come back in and still walk around the balconies and still go to the smoking area, and it's just it's so good. Like,
I just think as well, like it will. Like, for me to take Finley there as well, I just think it'd just like blow his mind. Like, he's going to look at it. I just know he's going to look at it and just be like, so.
Gecko Gamer, they have finally added it. You still book like normal, but then they send you a link with the card payment about a day or two after you book.
It's a weird system.
And also the most important
Why did they do
point of it all, I'm sitting on the toilet and watching a coaster. Yeah.
Depending which room you get, yes, you can do that. Although,
quick glance to the right while you're on it.
If you're in the middle tower, people can walk past your toilet window.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So if you're actually using it, don't have it open.
that is a downside of Charles Lindbergh in a way, is the fact
you don't
that
know where you're gonna go.
You don't know where you're gonna get. Like me and Joe got really lucky where he was in the middle tower, like the perfect place for him to be, pretty high up as well.
Wow.
And it's like we walked in, and it's so annoying because we didn't film it, and I tried to like recreate it, but I couldn't get it. But like as we walked in, we opened the bathroom window and it just went past, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It was like it is so close. It just felt so close as well. And then me and Jay spent probably about 15 minutes going, "Open it!" No. Open it now. Go. But yeah, so like that's the thing. Like you either get the best view ever, or your bathroom view is literally just the street outside. So yeah, but it's still I don't think it takes away from the fact that you walk out your room and you're still seeing the same view, really. But it's just but then again, it's good that they don't like make an upcharge. Would it be worse if they were just like, if you want that view as an upcharge, or would you pay it?
I don't know. Because you're saving money staying with someone else anyway, so you're splitting the cost of the room anyway. If it was an extra like 10 quid, yeah, definitely. If it's 50 quid, no. Because you could get it anyway.
I booked it. I have actually had a look at the very end tower. It's the worst one you can get. It like overlooks the skylight. The way that I believe they fill them is they use the main one that has the bar and the restaurant at the bottom first.
Right.
Then move towards the entrance side and then use that last one. So you're pretty much guaranteed never to get that last one unless it's full.
Yeah.
But in the booking, you can request a room on like the top floor and they will try and do it for you if they can.
You just got to say
really good with it.
You just got to say it's your birthday or anniversary.
So it's birthday, anniversary.
Yeah, literally. But also, one that, few of us experienced was Gran Curioso at Liseberg.
Yeah.
And having the option of being able to go back into the hotel so easily through the park during a day, especially if you're going to be there for like a few days, it's a summer or something like that.
Can't go through guest services.
Oh, never mind. Take it back.
That was only for us while we were coming back in. You do have to exit the park fully.
But even at night, when you're staying, really? Oh, that's a shame. Never mind.
Because we tried it and they were like, no, you have to go through.
But saying that, the main entrance isn't exactly too far away from the.
It's right next to it.
It's right next to it.
It's right next
Whereas, Towers is a bit of a walk from Forbidden Valley's entrance and exit. So I feel like that offers something as well for people who don't want to be in the theme park all day and want a little bit of a break, want to go for something to eat, something different. Bar, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we tried out the rooftop bar. It's pricey.
Yeah, it will be.
Like the experience was just worth it. Like sitting out there watching the park was stunning. Bye, Sean.
User has left your channel.
But kind of the main thing with Gran Curioso though is, unlike resorts where you pretty much always get your tickets included, Phantasialand sometimes you have to pay a bit extra depending on what hotel.
Yeah.
Gran Curioso, it is not directly linked to the park in terms of giving tickets. You have to buy your tickets separately still.
Yeah.
So that can be a thing to factor in. You might want to stay somewhere a bit cheaper because you're still having to pay all the park entry.
Yeah, but I still think having a hotel near an entrance or an exit to a park that you can always just jump back and forth from.
For the price of it, it was really reasonable when I went in September again. I think we paid 130 for a night per night. And that's a room where you can easily sleep 4 adults.
Yeah.
Because the bunk beds are proper full size bunk beds. Like you can fit adults on them.
Yeah.
So and it's quite a segregated room. There's a lot of space. It is really nice. Just the lights. Lights are so awkward to control.
Yeah, they really were. Oh my god, they do a whole episode on them lights.
Booklet.
Wow. And the shower heads not being straight. That's
yeah. They have a rain shower and then a separate shower head. Make sure you turn it the correct way. because I did get a full-on shower into the face. That was
Yeah,
very cold
I
in
miss
the
that
morning.
place. Also, it has a slide in the lobby. I mean, come on.
Yes. But yeah,
Charles Lindbergh has
experiences
fly,
like that.
and Gran Curiosa has a slide, which is awesome. I POV'd it. I'm a geek.
And next year it'll be even better, actually, with
Why is that?
the
2
direct
slides.
link from the hotel to
To the water park.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'll have its own kind of like access bridge over.
So what I would say is, if you're going to go to Phantasialand, spend the extra, get the experience of Ruckberg and Charles Lindbergh, because it is 100% worth it. I've done it, and if I went back, I'd want to try a different hotel, but I know how good the food is at the restaurant. I know how good the atmosphere of the actual
That's why I'm
hotel
going
is.
back to it again.
And the risk of not experiencing that again would be really,
depends what you want though, because
yeah,
Charles,
it does.
Hotel Lingbao has a really nice swimming pool.
Yes,
nice,
and that's
heated
another
swimming
thing
pool,
as well.
isn't it?
And the
Yeah.
views from Hotel Matamba as well look insane. Like around Black Mamba, it looks class. Like
So depends what you're going there for, really. Like, not the Charles Lindbergh rooms is not Charles Lindbergh rooms are not for everyone. Like,
No,
say if you're an enthusiast and you're taking your non-enthusiast partner, they might not be into being in 2 single beds.
Yeah.
They might be like, actually, Hotel Lingbao, you could have 2 days there, and like if your partner's just had enough, they could just go and have a swim.
Yeah.
While you go in the park, or you know what I mean. So
it's nice to have these different amenities around the park to enjoy, like spas and stuff like that.
It's such a compact park. The fact that they have like 3 really nice hotels, like, is impressive.
It is,
but
it's very.
Let's move on from Phantasialand because
let's talk about Thorpe. Like, I don't think their resort, just because how close they are to Staines in general, the amount of hotels that are in the vicinity of literally like
See, I was thinking this, but I've got a friend who's not an enthusiast, and they always stay. If they go to like Thorpe Park once a year, and they love that hotel, they love the shark cabins, just because they weigh it all up, and it's the same, and like especially now they have these like specific rooms after the rise, the swarm room and stuff. You have like you can get like your fast passes included. The food's right there, so I think really it's just that thing where like comparing pricing and stuff for enthusiasts and non-enthusiasts is a very different thing.
Because for us having like annual passes, we're not caring about having tickets included.
No, that's true.
All
Very
of
true.
that and kind of like the links into Staines. You can stay in a lot nicer hotel, have space
without compensation.
I paid less to stay in the Premier Plus room at the Premier Inn than a shark cabin would have cost, splitting it between 2 people. And I stayed in the Premier Plus room by myself. So, and unlike Towers, there are bus links straight into Staines.
You're not really stuck.
You can get taxis quite easily.
No. There's more.
There's a lot more options.
Cheaper food, cheaper. You can have a night out as well, actually, if you stay outside.
I feel like the shark cabins are just going to be dead hot. Like, they're so small. I just also it's so small and compact as well. Like, sorry to be grotesque, but what if like you're out on a hot day and like it's a bit sweaty and God forbid someone farted? Like, no. There's not enough room.
You're on a first date at the shark cabins, and it's just like
what puts me off even more.
Condensation and fart juice.
Party bedroom.
What puts me off even more about them, just seeing pictures of them. One, if you're staying there with friends, the frosted glass for the bathroom.
I don't want to. It's like if me and Carl went. I don't want to see Carl's silhouette every man.
You see stuff.
I don't want to see it.
Also, the fact that the water in there is not drinkable.
That's
if you want drink.
Is that real? Really?
Yeah.
They give you bottles of water. Like, if you want more, you have to go and get them from reception.
That's mad.
Where are they getting their water from?
So
I won't say who it was, right? But this story haunts me The fact that I know someone who went to stay at the shark cabins, and the security went through their entire suitcase. Like, could you imagine going to like Premier Inn and then like, let me look through your suitcase? Like, talk about like that's mad, isn't it? Like that must like. I would have refused. I would have simply refused, and they would have had to go and get someone because they're not allowed to go for your luggage, right?
No, it's not fucking not customs, not security.
Jesus. Matt just said, "I bet you wake up and the walls are wet." I bet they are.
I bet they are. Yeah, it's a container. There's only so much you can do with it, really.
We need a photo of these for Bart.
Type in Fort Park shit hotel and you'll find it.
It doesn't appeal to me in any way.
It worse.
It could be amazing.
The fact they had plans for this really nice hotel on the other side of the lake, and it looked really good, and they've just not.
It just didn't suit the clientele they had, did it? Really, because they were pushing it towards teens, local teens.
Yeah, they're pushing it in so many different directions.
Yeah, you only really need to, if you're building a family park, you'd only invest that much money. But
here we go, Bart.
So yeah, this is like an example of. So the story behind Shark Cabins is it was originally opened up by an external company that do these everywhere. They put them at festivals and all sorts of stuff, like these temporary hotels. And for them, it actually proved quite popular. So then they brought it in house. So that is why. Yeah, we have.
Well, it's like a kids' adventure playground.
It does.
There you go. What the hell is that?
Or you know, like when you go like Pontins. When you go Pontins and you have to stay in them chalet things.
Prison Block C. Like. It's Fort Park Shark Cabin.
I'm gonna go and stay in them next year because I do like talk down about them, but after talking to my friend and then really liking them, I'm like, okay, I'm open to it. I'm open to see what it's like, and I'll see. I'll report back when we find.
I'll just stick to Premier Inn / travel.
We always do Premier Inn when we get to, if we stay over.
We should do a video, James, where you stay at the Premier Inn, I'll stay at the Shark Cabins, and we'll just like put it into one review of like what's what in one video.
It'll just be Luke waking up in the middle of the night sweating. Too hot. He can't breathe. The air's wet.
See,
can't have a drink. I have to go to the dome for a drink.
Just like a horror movie. Just
a Top Gear episode where Luke's in the shitty car and he's just like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I'm just like there, just in a spa, just relaxed.
Maniac.
It's not even like a posh hotel. It's just a travel lodge, but it's 10 times better.
It's like one of the JCBs from Hyperia's construction site just accidentally lifts him up in the middle of the night.
That'd be amazing.
What's going on?
Imagine just the GoPro being set up on it as it does it. Like, it's like, what's happening? And then it looks down. It's like on top of the turnaround. Oh my god.
Oh, see, John's just said that it's impressive that Merlin topped that with the magic sheds at Alton Towers.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, isn't it? Really, just wood. But
yeah.
Well, you don't get a toilet. You're not that lucky. But
no.
Yeah, Chessington.
Chessington's. Oh yeah, the new.
Chessington's rooms. I actually really like Chessington's hotel.
Yeah,
it was really nice down there, and getting the early access as well.
I've only ever been in the restaurant and stuff there.
See, perks like that, early access, free fast.
It used to be a thing everywhere, didn't it?
Yeah, it's gone now. It's like, no, you have to pay 50 quid for that, mate. It's like,
it's like COVID magically made it impossible to get
fast passes.
Get into the park an hour early. Like, just
yes.
Oh yeah, the food.
I need to be in a 5-star that costs the same as the Shark Cabins.
Complete with Chessington Hotel, complete with food poisoning. Don't forget
we should do that. That'd be a great joint video for us to do as chain dogs. Like some of us stay in the Shark Cabins.
Oh, just go to a different hotel.
Yeah. Just get we'll draw straws, and whoever loses stays at this.
I will be rigging this so I'm not in the Shark Cabin.
James will get like an EasyJet pod or something near Heathrow.
Wait, if I'm near Heathrow, I can go on the T5 pods, the self-driving things.
Oh yeah,
I'd love it.
So
it's a great video.
So it's past now. So we got to finish the podcast.
I think they're worth it if you're going to go for an experience and it's going to offer something different to staying in something that's staying at Premier. If it just offers like a toilet and a bed, then you could get that anywhere. And if you can travel, if you can drive, that's fine. But if it's like Charles Lindbergh, for example, I keep using that as an example because it's the best experience I've ever had personally in a hotel. Then it's worth that extra little bit. And if you're trying to stay on resort for transport reasons because you live far away or anything like that, I think it's highly worth it. And if you can get enough of you, it can actually work out cheaper sometimes. So, little hack, what we always do, we always make sure we've got enough people before we even go on a trip. Really,
I think the thing with me is like similar to what you said is that it's got to have that incentive for me to be paying that extra price. If there's no incentive, like even Towers, like I'd quite happily drive the half an hour down the road to go to the Travelodge because for me Towers really doesn't. Okay, you get a breakfast and there's a bit of entertainment at night, but there's no wow factor in the Towers hotels for me. So I'm not going to pay £400 million to stay in that fucking hotel room. Whereas Charles Lindbergh, for example, there is incentive after incentive after incentive. There's a reason to stay there, and I think that's the main key point is that it's got to offer something spectacular that a normal hotel can't offer you. Yeah. Otherwise, why would you bother paying the price? Why would you bother to pay that price to stay in a shipping container and sweat? You wouldn't.
Yeah, as well, breaking down costs as well. Like, while some of these resorts, again, Charles Lindbergh, looks like a hefty bill to pay straight up front, actually break down what it would cost you to stay elsewhere. And, like, so staying elsewhere, and I'd have to buy 2-day tickets because you get them included with Charles
and
Lindbergh.
Food.
That's €90. The food is about €50 worth on that menu, by the way.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's expensive.
It's exactly the same what we did, what me and Joe, every time we plan to go to Florida. Every time we go to Florida, we look at it and we go like, what is the benefit of staying on site?
Yeah.
Disney is so flipping expensive.
Yeah.
And there's no benefit to it now. There used to be before COVID. Yeah. Again, there used to be a lot more incentive to stay on site, but there just isn't anymore. And like
Universal's not too bad. Like
Universal's okay, but then like your own Universal and Universal is actually quite far away from.
Yeah, it is.
It's not that central.
No, it's not.
You actually better off. Yeah.
Yeah, what I've seen with like Florida, getting the 14-day pass that gets you all of the parks.
Yeah.
And then staying off site in a central location can work out a lot.
And then just make sure you're getting it. And then
it's quite cheap.
Yeah, and then getting Ubers or lifts because Ubers or lifts are quite cheap compared to the parking you get inside the parks, which is like
it's like $30 a day, which is crazy. Yeah, but what we're doing just
also sorry, just to put a note on that as well, because we looked at doing this. Even the off-site hotels, a lot of them charge you for overnight parking. Like separately,
right?
So you could be paying $15 per night for just parking in your own hotel.
Madden.
So like,
only get a higher car if it's really worth it.
Most of the time, it's not. It's just not because especially with especially with the free coach to Tampa Bay as well.
Which I will be trying
completely free. All you need to prove is that you've bought a ticket for the park and you go on it and they just let you on and it's completely free. So you just don't need a car. You don't actually just need a car, and that's what we've realised. So.
The only reason we're staying, we're going to do the resort at Universal is because we're actually staying away. We're staying down nearer to Kissimmee this time when we go back. So we're going to be going up to Universal for 2 days, and that's what we're doing. So we're staying at the hotel. We get early access into the Wizarding World and all that stuff. So that's the benefit for me.
I think that's the only place I think in Florida in terms of on resort would be Universal, just because I love Universal so much. I love City Walk. I could happily spend every night in City Walk.
Absolutely,
there's so much to do there. Like there's so many places.
You could go to every restaurant in 14 days on City
Walk. They've got like clubs and everything. You know what I mean? Like they've got a lot of stuff there, and it's even like if I had a family, I might think about staying at Disney because even Disney Springs is like a really nice place to go out on the night time. But like staying in for me, like I like Disney, but I do think you could have too much Disney, and like just staying in that Disney bubble I think it would be too much for me for like 2 weeks or something. I'd need to get out of it. but I think Universal offers it just seems like a normal place. It doesn't seem too Disney-fied, if you know what I mean.
I mean, they do have like shops and stuff inside the hotels for all the things that are Universal, but it does have the theme of the parks in the hotels, but it also gives you the escape as well.
But for me, what I like being near like a Denny's.
yeah.
I like having breakfast at like Denny's.
Yeah.
And just doing like them typical American stuff. And like going to like a Walmart and things like that. And I feel like spending my whole time.
I like going to Ross. Ross and Marshalls are amazing.
Yeah. I love it. I remember like one time when we come back from Halloween Horror Nights last year, it was like nearly 2 a.m. in the morning. And we stopped off at IHOP. We got to IHOP that was around the corner from our hotel, and got like a grilled cheese at 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, there's nowhere in the UK you could get like a grilled cheese at 2 a.m. in the morning.
No.
Like just a cheese toasty. Imagine being able to do that after drinking.
Bloody love a cheese toast.
It was just the most amazing thing with that like really like fake American cheese as well. It was just like fucking so good.
Hey Emma, he's talked about cheese and we haven't encouraged it. We've done it. We've infiltrated the mind.
No, it was just the other day. Me and Joe were just reminiscing.
Well done, Luke. Well done.
Thank you.
Me and Joe were just reminiscing. We was reminiscing about it the other day. Me and Joe were just like, "Do you remember when we just was at Halloween Horror Night? It was quite drunk. We got the Uber to IHOP, and we just had the best like cheese toasty of our life. Remember that? Yeah, it was
stop
so
it!
good.
You're making me hungry. One thing I just love in life is cheese.
I remembered all of the like memories from America. It's not like, do you remember Velocicoaster? It's like, remember the cheese toasty?
It's always.
I want that again.
I always say this after a night out, like just talking about cheese. Still, the one thing you can't beat after a night out is a bog standard cheese sandwich. Like next time you go out and you have a few pints, just bread, butter, cheese. That's all you need. It is incredible.
Grated or sliced cheese, though.
Sliced. You want it chunky. You want a good bit of cheese.
I like grated cheese, you know.
I'm not for making a mess. I want substantial cheese. I don't want farty bit of cheese. I want a block of cheese on my sandwich.
Substantial cheese. Oh my god.
Anyway, that's it. That's done it. We'll end on that note.
On that bombshell.
Thanks so much for watching. We will be back next week. We will. Even if it's one of us, we'll be back.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a good week. Has anyone got anything they want to talk about?
No.
Anything on their own?
No, not really.
I've not posted anything on Top Thriller for like a week. No, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've not posted.
As always, check out Virtual Towers on Patreon. We'd really appreciate the support, and you get access to cool things before everyone else.
Matthew, you can't comment on my choice of food.
Yeah, Matt's in. No
Matt, you can't comment.
Your opinions are null and void.
If you're wondering what the topic will be, put some suggestions in the comments on this video.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, when put it as an actual comment, and we'll.
Put it as a comment
or email the Chain Dogs. At
gmail.com.
Yeah, chaindogs@gmail.com.
Okay, there we go. All right, see you later. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.